Hello everyone, this is Jbthementor. Thank you for tuning in. You know, normally I'm usually talking about issues that pertain to dads, fragrances, but I never talk to you about my first love, which is cooking. I had an opportunity to go out today and really see the city and take a look at it and see what it's reduced itself to. And basically, it's a wasteland. Ultimately, there's not a soul on the street, and people really figuring out how to get by from day to day. So this channel is all about value, it's all about development, and it's all about enlightenment. So I figured one of the things that I could do to provide value is prepare a meal and show you one of the meals that I intend to fix for this Sunday. So with that being said, let's get started. So I intend to prepare some pork ribs today. So the first thing we need is an onion like this. We'll take this onion, chop it up, cut it up. I'm gonna do it just like this. Now that's my onion. So I'm going to put my onion to the side. Let me get my pan here. Take this nice pan and put these onions right here, and I'm going to get right back to them. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this beautiful red pepper. Split it open. Cut it open like so. Cut it open like so. Split it right down the middle. We're going to rinse it off. Okay. Just like that. Just like this. Now we got these red peppers going. Look at that. Nice. Then I'm going to chop them and cut them. Just any way you want, no particular order. And then I'm going to take these, put them in the pan. I'm going to come back to these onions, which I love. I'm going to take the onion just like this. 1, 2, 3. So they're nice and diced. I'm going to take the onions, put them back in the pan. So look at these, red peppers and onions. I'm going to saute these. So look at this, you have onions and red peppers. I'm going to saute these for about 2 to 3 minutes. So we're back. So right here we have the red peppers, and what we have in here, we have black pepper, garlic. So what we have in here, so right now we're sauteing the onions and the peppers. We have some Goya seasoning, we have some black pepper, and we have some onion powder. And we're gonna let these caramelize just a little bit longer, probably just 2 more minutes. So now I'm going to take the onions and the peppers. I'm going to put them in a separate bowl. Put them in a separate bowl. I'm going to let them sit. So take a look at this, the red peppers and the onions. They're sauteed. So we're gonna sit these down for a while, and now we're gonna get to actually seasoning the pork ribs. So here's our pork ribs, and we're gonna season them. I'm just patting them off. Right now we're gonna season them. But here's the one thing that I want people to know. So some of you might ask the question, well, JB, why did you saute the peppers and the onions separately? The onions and the pepper had their own flavor, so that when they begin to cook and merge with one another, you would still taste two different flavors that are joined together like the perfect marriage. Now the first thing that I would do, I will take some of this Goya and I sprinkle it all over, just like that, just like this. It's a master class now. Then I would take this garlic powder. I would take this garlic powder. Okay, hold on. Take this garlic powder, hit it like so. Now, another thing to keep in mind when you're preparing food, decide what you want your dominant season to be. So me, I'm a black pepper person. So I put more black pepper than anything, right? And then I have this seasoning right here, this oxtail seasoning right here. And I sprinkle a little of this, just a little. Come back this way, turn everything over, and I start the same process again. So we get the garlic on it, garlic powder. Now I don't normally let people into my kitchen, so this is a first. This is exclusive. So now we have the garlic powder. We have this oxtail seasoning, and you can use any seasoning that you want. And I'm going to show you the secret to this. And this one right here is onion powder. And last but not least, we're going to go back to the black pepper. And I have one more seasoning that I'd like to add. Well, actually two more. Red paprika. And I always use sweet paprika. Now, to top this thing off just right, top this thing off just right. You're gonna take Goya seasoning in the pack just like this. Rip this thing open, and you're gonna come across just like this. Just like that. Just like that. Now the next step for these pork ribs is to saute them. So I'm gonna take a little olive oil. Hit the pan with that. Put it back on, right? Then one by one, put it right in. So when you're cooking meat, or when I'm cooking meat, it's important that you force the seasoning inside. It's important that when you're preparing meat, that you take the meat and you saute them and you brown them, because then this way it is a expedient way of forcing the seasonings into the meat without having to let it sit for 2 to 3 days. And so, one of my secret weapons here, so that when this thing cooks, that it will brown nicely, I'm gonna take some browning seasoning, and I'm gonna pour it lightly over the top. Oops. So all I have to do is brown both sides, and then we're ready to stick this in the oven. Here we go. Here's the finished product. Sunday pork ribs. This recipe took about 2 hours to complete because I like my food to be nice and brown and fall off the bone. This will melt in your mouth. Trust me, and it is delicious. Please leave comments below if you have any recommendations that you'd like to see me whip up in the kitchen, and I'll be happy to prepare those dishes just for you. My name is Jbthementor, and one of the things that a modern person must do is be able to prepare a meal.